Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. Today in civic education, we are going to be looking at house. Okay? Our topic for today in civic education is on house. So are we ready for the lesson? In today's lesson, we are going to be looking at types of houses and lastly, example of each type of house. Okay? But first, do you have an idea what a house is? The term house generally refers to a building or structure that serves as a dwelling place for individuals or families, right? It's a place where people live, sleep, and engage in various activities, right? A house provides shelter, comfort, and a sense of belonging. But the concept of house can vary in different cultures and regions. Okay? So, in broader sense, house symbolizes the notion of home and the foundation of one's private and personal space. Okay? Do you understand? Houses are essential structures where people live, providing shelter, security, and a sense of belonging. And they come in various types, each with unique characteristics and purposes. Okay? So now let's look at types of houses. There are different types of houses. One, we have detached house. Stand alone and not attached to any other structure. Offers more privacy and space. Detached house is a stand-alone house, not attached to others. Okay? Another type of house, semi-detached house. Share one common wall with other house. Typically consists of two separate living units. Okay? Two houses sharing one wall. That is semi-detached house. Another type of house we have terraced house. Form in a row of houses connected by common walls, commonly seen in urban areas with a uniform appearance. Okay? Row of houses connected in line. Is a form of row of houses connected by common walls. Another type of house we have apartment or flat. Multi-story building divided into separate living units. Residents share common areas and facilities. We have the apartment or flat building with multiple living spaces. That's multiple living spaces. Okay? Multi-story buildings divided into separate living units. We also have bungalow. Single-story house with a spacious design, often preferred by those who want to avoid stairs. Bungalow is a single-story house to those that want to avoid stairs. Okay? Another type of house we have cottage. Small cozy dwelling, often located in rural or picturesque settings. May have a traditional or rustic appearance. So this is another type of house, a small and cozy home. Okay? We also have townhouse, multi-story dwelling in a row with shared walls. combines elements of both detached and apartment living. So the townhouse is row of houses connected in a line. Okay? Then we have mansion. Large, luxurious residence with extensive grounds, typically associated with wealth and grandeur. Okay? The mansion is a large, luxurious residence. All these are types of houses. Another type of house we have igloo. Dome-shaped house made of ice blocks. Traditionally used in polar regions, provide insulation from extra cold temperatures. Okay? Ice house in polar regions. Another type of house we have houseboat. Floating home on water, often found in marines or along waterways. Offers a unique and mobile living experience. Okay? Home on water, houseboat. So these are the different types of houses we have. These various houses cater for various needs and preferences. Okay, now let's look at examples of each type of house. The detached house, a suburban single-family home with its own yard. So the detached house is a house by itself with its own yard. Semi-detached house, a duplex where two separate living units share a common wall. Two houses sharing one wall, like a twin home. Terraced house, row houses in a neighborhood where each house shares walls with the ones on either side. Okay? Houses in a row where they all look connected. Each house shares walls with the ones on either side. Apartments or flats, a unit in a high-rise building with different floors and shared amenities. Okay? A home in a tall building with lots of other homes. Then bungalow, a cozy single-story cottage with a porch. Okay? A small one-story house with a porch. Cottage, a small picturesque dwelling in a rural setting. A tiny cute house in the countryside. Townhouse, a multi-story residence in a row with shared walls. Houses joined together in a line. Townhouse, okay? Houses joined together in a line. Mansion, a grand and spacious residence with multi-rooms and extensive grounds. It's a really big fancy house with a big yard. Igloo, a traditional Inuit dwelling made of ice blocks in polar regions. It's a house made of ice in very cold places. Houseboat, a floating home on a river or lake, providing a unique living experience. Houseboat, a home that floats on the water like a boat. So these are examples of each type of house we mentioned. Okay? So today's lesson on house, we understood everything we looked at, right? We looked at types of houses and lastly, examples of each type of house. So we understood everything we talked about in today's lesson. Okay, good. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment, right? Okay, that is good.